I want to make a video about why I've made this channel, um, because I didn't want it to come across as gimmicky or anything like that. I just wanted it to be authentically why I made this channel. So, apologies, I find talking to the camera a bit difficult at the moment, but I'm trying to get used to it. Um, so I'm going to try not to cut this as much as possible. So I spoke in the last video about the loss of my dad and how that led to us naming Hetty what we called Hetty, why we called her that. So, and I feel like I'm 46 now, so I feel like I've been on a bit of a journey throughout my life. Everybody has, I know that, but I've suffered a lot of loss. Um, I lost my mum when I was young. I lost my dad 2 years ago. I lost my aunt this year, um, and it just feels like everything's coming to a head in my life at the moment, and I'm sort of at a crossroads. And I had this van, and I felt like I needed to do more with it, that I wasn't doing enough. I wasn't enjoying it enough. Um, I've just recently started a new career that I've been in for just about a year. Um, and over my life, I've had numerous different jobs, but nothing seemed quite right. And with the recent losses that I've suffered and some of the things that have happened in my new job, it's made me sit back and sort of think um, about my life. I mean, being 46, you get to that stage in your life as well where you just sort of you take stock, you sit and think about how your life's gone. And to be honest, to be brutally honest, I felt a bit like I'd wasted my early years. Um, and I actually look back and it hit me that all the things that I've done for work, most of the things that I've done in my life, with the exception of being in various bands early on, um, they were all things that other people expected me to do, or expected's the wrong word. That other people seemed to have an idea of a good idea, that would be a good thing to do. Even my current career change, I, I, I was excited to get into it and everything. I'm not going to go into it in too much detail, but it's like I realised that actually it was something that I'd spoken to about my mum before she died, and that actually I've come to think, am I just doing the same thing as I've done in the past? I've got previous jobs because, like, my dad was like, "Oh, you want to work in an office? You don't want to work outside like me," because he was a builder. Um, and then I've looked at other members of my family and what they do for a living when that didn't feel right. And like, oh, they seem happy or they seem to be enjoying themselves. So I went and did that. And it turns out that, every time it's just not felt authentic or right. And I sort of come to the realization recently, and this is probably why I feel like things are coming to a head. Not just for me, they are in this country anyway, but I think, but in general, um, that I don't know, it feels like change is on the cusp. And so it made me sit back and think, what do I want? What do I really want from life? And I thought about it. And the two main things that came out for me were peace, um, and freedom. So I always thought that, and you hear on different videos, you want money and you want status and you want, all these things, women and things like that. And it's like, well, money, for me, money would give me freedom to be able to go and do what I want and not have to worry about it. And that's happiness to me. And that's all I've really wanted when you think about it. When you get down to like, when I get down to really what I wanted was peace and freedom. And so I got this van and it was something that we always wanted. Um, but again, I found myself thinking, well, did I want it just because my dad used to look at Volkswagen vans when we'd go camping when I was a kid and just be like, oh, look at that lovely van. And there's part of that, but I love the old VWs anyway. Like I think I mentioned in the previous video, we had a Beetle previous to this. So I love working on it. I love looking after it. I love driving it, even though she's quite a handful at times. Um, I've been to shows and I've done the whole sort of VW scene, and I don't know, again, not really me. I just like enjoying it. So I watch van life videos on YouTube, and I've enjoyed the watching them enjoy the freedom that it gives them. Not so much the building the vans, although it's helped me with the wiring and that, no matter on this, but the freedom that it gives them and just to get away, and I like that. And so the main thing of this channel is, I suppose, it's like a culmination of a bit of a journey for me. I did a YouTube channel with my brother a few years back before my father died, and I really enjoyed making the videos. I enjoyed shooting them. I really enjoyed it. But we got into other things. And so I knew I really enjoyed that, and that was just me really enjoying that. And I loved this van, I wanted to do more with it. But since being a child as well, I've had a fascination with ancient spaces, churches, ancient ruins, ancient sites. And luckily in the UK, we're surrounded by it. And so I've always had a fascination with it. And so the idea came to me to put all three together, and the van life aspect as well. I found myself watching the videos and going, yeah, I could do that in my van. And my van is unique in that she's really old. She's 60, and it's a bit retro sort of thing. So I thought I could put it all together and I'd have my own sort of unique channel. And that's what I did. And so for me, it's not about, I mean, obviously, people, I'm not going to lie, if people want to watch the videos and everything, fantastic. The more people watch, the better. But it's just something that I enjoy. It's three things that I enjoy that I've put together, and hopefully, people want to come with me on this journey, because it is a journey for me as well. I'm still discovering sort of what I want to do with my life and that. And I know probably people think, well, bro, you left it a bit late, you're 46, but um, yeah, it comes to something when you realise that most of the things you've done, you know, most of your life have been not sort of your own script, they've been someone else's that you've taken on. And so I suppose this channel and going to these places is helping me to realise my own script, and hopefully find a bit of peace, because it's been sorely lacking lately. Things have been hard for everybody, I know. But yeah, it's my life's been difficult for me. Everyone has their own struggles, and everyone's struggles are difficult for them. But all I've ever really wanted, I think, is peace and freedom, and that's what Hetty and this channel give me. I mean, it'd be great, it'd be wonderful if I could make a living out of it. It'd be fantastic, but even for my off days, it gives me that bit of peace and freedom, away from the rat race, so to speak. And yeah, it's just something that I enjoy. I hope you enjoy it too. So um, hopefully you'll stick around for more videos, and thank you for watching. And I hope that some of my videos bring you happiness, the happiness that I get making from them. I know I seem really awkward on camera, but I do get a lot of joy out of making them. So even sitting and edit them, I enjoy that process as well. So yeah, if you like what you see, like and subscribe, and it all helps. And yeah, have a good one.